Star Wars Andor. I keep saying that. I think it's just called Andor. Alright, y'all. So we saw the first 3 episodes. Right now, there are 5 episodes. So we are going to talk about episodes 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Right now. Alright, so. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not introduce who we are. Welcome back to Small Couch Reviews. It's your boy Sam.
It's your boy Jovi.
Small Couch Reviews, where we talk about all things pop culture.
Yes.
From a small couch.
Very small couch.
Alright, so Star Wars and oh my gosh, Andor. Starring the Star Wars Rogue One character, Cassian Andor.
Yes.
When we left off at the end of episode 3, he had found a Rebel Alliance leader, and they had escaped I guess what they call corpos. Corpos are, people hired out by the Empire.
Yep.
They had escaped them, killed a couple of them, and are now on the run. And episode 4 picks up right after that. So in it, Cassian, he understands what this guy wants him for. He's like, I want you to join this Rebel Alliance. And Cassian is like, basically, no, I want to live. And the dude is like, oh, come on, man. All you do is, he has a line I really like. He said, you spit in their food and steal their trinkets. And he's like, yeah, and I live. And the dude's like, come on, how about do something, that'll actually hurt them.
You really want to hurt them.
Yeah.
It's like, you really want to do this? Like...
Yeah. So Cassian agrees for 200,000 credits. And the dude takes him to the other Rebel Alliance leaders. And their plan for this and episode 5, I believe, they're stealing the payroll from an Imperial, like a sector of the Empire. On the Empire side of things are not good. Because Cassian, when he left, basically, these corpos stepped out of line. I think we talked about that in our first thing. They stepped out of line trying to chase him.
It's like everything is going to go bad for us.
And they died. And, a lot of corpos died. Wow. So the Empire, like Imperial people, the clean-cut ones that we're used to, they actually stepped in and were like, yeah, you guys are messed up. You're all fired. And the Empire is taking over now. We're not hiring this out. Yeah, man. And so...
It just seems like a waste.
Yeah.
A waste of resources.
Yeah, but I feel like the guy who was responsible, the corpo who was mainly responsible, he's going to come back somehow.
Oh yeah,
most definitely.
Oh well, see, yeah, we'll talk about that.
Okay, all right, Jovi. I started with the last review. Why don't you start with this one? 4 and 5, bruh.
Yo,
Let's talk about
4 and 5. So 4 and 5. I like the fact that we're doing this together because this could have been one episode.
Yeah, because 4. Yeah, it really was. It could have been.
But 4 was very long. We get a lot of background on their plan. We meet the whole crew. There's a mixture of rebels. There's a mixture of some people that actually still work for the Empire.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. And a little insight on that, you get to see commanding officers that we really don't get to see in like other Star Wars universes. Like everybody says stormtroopers, like that's the immediate thought. But there are other officers and other military people in the Empire that just don't wear the armor. Like when you see stormtroopers, something actually bad's happening. They're supposed to be. They're like they're troopers.
Yeah.
But now we get to see this guy that's on their team. He's the head of this big organization on this planet, and there's talks about I'm gonna mix 4 and 5, y'all. Because there's talks of like
which guy are you talking about? There are gonna be minor spoilers here, guys. Just FYI. Which guy are you talking about?
He came on the speeder.
Oh, okay, I got who you're talking. Okay, got you.
Names.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And I could go down a list of 80 names in the Star Wars universe. There's a lot of characters in this show, and I can't. You got Cassian. All right, so I'm trying to really 4. We got a lot of background. We got background on the characters that he's working with. He has a fake name now. Clem.
That's what Cassian goes by.
Clem, as Cassian goes by, is wearing a kyber crystal.
Yeah, that was when I saw that come out. I was like, oh my gosh, this dude has a kyber crystal.
Great. Also, fun fact, his mom had a kyber crystal hanging from her ship when she saved him.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, we're getting a little, clearly, because the Death Star runs off the kyber crystal. Like, we're gonna see a lot of these in this series, I think, and I think it's all gonna come together. He makes a deal saying if anything happens, you got this. Get out of there. That's your payment, basically.
Oh yeah, so the guy who saved him, played by the father of the Skarsgårds. I forget his name, but he gave him the kyber crystal, and it's like at the end of the deal, that he said this is worth 50,000 credits. At the end of it, I'll give you 200,000, but if you want to just run. Just run. Basically, as insurance. He's a really good dude, and we find out that he works on Coruscant.
Yes.
Like for not for the Empire, but he's like he's a dealer. He works with them, I guess.
And he works with the high class.
Yeah.
The people that control the Empire.
Which good for him. He's rich and has everything he wants, and he's still like, what? These people are just bad.
I feel like we're gonna get more. We got to figure out why he does it, why he has 2 lives, how he got there.
Maybe he's just a good dude. Maybe he's just...
Something happened.
You're right. Something must have happened. Yeah. Because there ain't no way you're living that good in the Empire. And
so going into that, he has a lot of antiquities.
Yeah.
Like, it's some amazing stuff in the background of these scenes from 4 and 5. Lots of hints for a lot of Star Wars lore.
Yeah, they had something that was like, 14,000 years old, I think it was? Yeah, so...
Yeah, and characters that we've seen in games, characters that stuff from books, everything. Apparently there, in 5, there was a little hint of Darth Maul. I didn't catch it. Yeah, there was a little hint of Darth... We know he exists within the universe, but,
Okay.
So I'll ruin that for everybody.
Well, I didn't catch it either, so maybe you guys caught it. You can let us know what it is.
Yeah, please let us know now. I just don't get it, but that was been talk. 4 build up. I'm trying to make this as short as possible, and then 5 was still the plan, but then you get to see that nobody is sure that this is going to work.
Yeah. Even in 4, there were still seeds of doubt. They're like, oh my gosh, are we going to be able to do this? You're bringing this new dude in. And then, in 5, like he just said, it's like they don't have faith.
No, and that's kind of scary, which means people are going to die. People are going to get hurt. And this may be a reality check. He admits that he's getting paid. And that...
Which he was not supposed to do.
No.
He was not supposed to tell anyone. He was just supposed to be he was just supposed to be a dude who comes on to join the cause. So the other people would trust him. But now, it's like, you're just a mercenary. Like, we can't trust you.
And he's lying and saying, I'm just here for the money. But it feels like he's coming around.
No, yeah, he's definitely... I mean, he's going to come around.
Yeah, well, that is the hardest part about prequel shows.
I mean, because you know where it's going to end.
We know what's going to happen. A big beam of light is going to take his ass out.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's another thing. The people around him may not survive this mission. That, basically, to steal the payroll, they have to, basically storm a garrison with 7 people, which is not something you want to do.
No.
I mean, but we know Cassian's going to survive it. So, I mean, yeah. But it'll be fun to see.
I'm just... To make this, I mean, I feel like this one is a little more choppy. We're just talking about it. But these 2 episodes together, I think are great.
Yeah, maybe. I think we'll definitely have to come back to these when we talk about it.
Yeah.
Whenever this mission ends.
So the end of episode 5.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Homie that fucked up. Oh, gosh, we're not monetized yet. Whatever. Is sitting at the edge of his bed, holding the hologram of Cassian.
Oh, the Corpo. Yeah. The Corpo who messed. Yeah, the guy who messed up everything.
So
he's going to try and chase him.
Talk about an uncle. They talk about him and his mom. Talk about some uncle, and I'm wondering who his uncle is.
The Corpo's uncle.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe somebody.
Because they brought it up in 2 scenes. They don't. You want to do that just to do it.
Yeah, we might get a big cameo, guys. Who could it be?
Right.
Tarkin.
Oh, they mentioned Tarkin in this episode.
Maybe it's Tarkin. One of my faves.
Yeah, they mentioned Tarkin in this episode. So.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
And Admiral Tarkin.
Yeah, man. Alright, y'all. So, yeah. Andor 4 and 5, if you can't tell, I mean, it's still keeping off strong. This is probably my favorite... Well, I can't say that. No, it's not. But I really enjoy the Star Wars show a lot more than I thought I would. Has not disappointed me yet. Enjoy it a whole lot more than I did the movie it's based on.
Can you believe it's not doing well?
Really? That is crazy.
People are watching, but people aren't watching. like it's doing good enough that it's like, all right, cool, people.
Well, yeah, I mean,
but they're not. People are not like it's not breaking anything. Yeah.
You know what? I mean, there's a lot of stuff on Disney.
It is.
I think they need to start,
spreading some stuff out.
like I mean,
I definitely watch She-Hulk and Andor.
Right, I can't watch She-Hulk and Andor.
Yeah.
And like what is it? There's some Disney Plus shows I just skipped. Like I can't do it. It's a lot. But Andor is one you guys should be watching. And if you're watching this video, hopefully you did watch. If you did, let us know what you thought about it right down there. We love seeing what you guys thought about episodes 1 through 3. Yeah, and we do read all the comments. We sometimes we might just like it, but we do try to engage when we can, guys. So, yeah, keep it up. Yeah, that's all we had, y'all. We will be back next time to talk about the next episode of Andor. of Andor.
It's just Andor.
Just Andor. All right, y'all. Thank you so much, man. Until next time, we out.
Deuces.